Hey, handsome. Yeah, you, the one watching right now. If you're a red-blooded American man with a pulse, do not click away because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you a true story that's going to make your jaw drop and your heart race. By the time I hit the end, your mind is going to be absolutely blown. My name's Savannah Ray. Just turned 30 last month, and girl, let me tell you how I accidentally stole the heart of the most powerful man in Texas. Or so I thought. It all started 2 years ago when I walked into the headquarters of Apex Oil and Gas in downtown Houston.com a 5-foot-9 in my red bottom heels. Blonde hair cascading down my back, wearing the tightest pencil skirt you've ever seen. Every head turned. I was the new executive assistant to the CEO himself, Mr. Cole Bradshaw. 48 years old, tall, salt and pepper hair, shoulders that could block out the sun, and a net worth that makes Elon look middle class. The man is pure Texas power, day one. The entire office whispered behind my back. Gold digger, she's just arm candy. Cole hates entitled women. She's going to be gone in a week. They said he was ice cold. Divorced twice. Didn't date employees. Didn't date anyone, really. Worked 18-hour days and scared grown men to tears in board meetings. The rumor was he hadn't smiled since 2017, but that first night, oh honey, he kept me late to go over the schedule. 10 p.m. Everyone else gone. Just the two of us on the top floor. City lights glittering below. He poured me a bourbon, the good stuff. Pappy Van Winkle. And his voice dropped 2 octaves. Savannah, you're a trouble, aren't you? I laughed, crossed my legs slow so the slit in my skirt showed just enough thigh. Only the fun kind, sir. Next thing I know, he's standing behind me, big hands on my shoulders, breath warm against my ear. You're making it real hard to keep this professional. Baby girl, baby girl. My knees almost gave out right there. Fast forward 3 weeks. The entire building is convinced he hates me. He's extra tough on me in meetings, corrects me in front of everyone, sends my reports back covered in red ink. Girls in accounting literally started a pool on when I'd get fired. But what they didn't know is every single night after they all went home, Cole was waiting for me in that corner office. Door locked, blinds closed, tie loosened, calling me babe in that deep growl while he pulled me onto his lap. My skirt pushed up around my hips, his hands everywhere like he'd been starving for me all day. He'd kiss my neck slow and say, "You drive me crazy in those damn meetings, babe," acting all innocent when you know exactly what you do to me. We'd end up on the leather couch, my heels on the floor, his shirt half unbuttoned, breathing heavy, whispering filthy things only for each other, and every single time, right when things got hot and heavy, he'd look me dead in the eyes and growl, "You're mine, babe. Don't forget it." I was addicted, head over heels. Thought I had tamed the untamable Cole Bradshaw. But baby, that was only the beginning. Because 3 months in, I found something on his phone that made my blood run cold. Something that proved everything the office said about him hating me might actually be true. So there it was, 3 months deep into the hottest secret affair in Texas. By day, he was shredding me in meetings, making grown men sweat, acting like I was the worst hire of his life. By night, he couldn't keep his hands off me, texting me at 2 a.m. from his ranch. "Come over, babe." Doors unlocked. Bed's cold without you. I'd show up in nothing but one of his white dress shirts and cowgirl boots. He'd yank me inside, pin me against the wall before I even said hello, kissing me so hard my lipstick smeared across both our faces. He'd carry me to that big 4-poster bed, whispering my babe, over and over, while the headboard banged loud enough to wake the Longhorns. I was gone for this man. I started dreaming about the day he'd finally claim me in public. Maybe a ring the size of Dallas. Maybe him firing every gossip in accounting just to kiss me in front of him. Then came the night that changed everything. He'd fallen asleep after one of our athletic sessions. I was thirsty, slipped out of bed naked, padded to the kitchen for water. His phone was charging on the counter, lit up with a new text. The preview made my stomach drop. From Aifi, a contact name I'd never seen. "Can't wait to have y'all to myself again, baby. 2 more weeks and she'll be gone for good." My heart stopped. Wifey? Gone for good? I swear the room spun. I unlocked his phone. He'd used my birthday as the passcode. The ultimate mind game. What I found in those messages. Honey. Turns out wifey was his ex-wife number 2, the one he supposedly hated. They'd been secretly talking for weeks, planning. The texts went back months before he ever touched me. And the worst part? The plan was genius. He told her everything. How he hired me because I was the perfect type to make the board nervous. Young, gorgeous, obvious ambition. How he was going to parade me around as the hot mistake. So when he finally fired me for incompetence, the board would breathe a sigh of relief and approve his massive new merger without a fight. Said I was disposable arm candy with benefits. There were even screenshots of my performance reviews. The brutal ones he showed everyone. Laughing emojis from her like it was a damn comedy show. I stood there naked in his kitchen at 3. I am reading my entire love story, reduced to a corporate chess move. My hands were shaking so hard I almost dropped the phone. But here's where it gets insane. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Something dark and delicious clicked inside me. I took screenshots of everything, every filthy text between them, every detail of the merger they were manipulating. Then I slipped back into his bed, curled up against his chest like a good little babe, and waited for morning. When he woke up, he kissed my forehead. Call me babe again. Told me he had a surprise for me at the office today. I smiled so sweet it hurt. Can't wait, Daddy. That afternoon, he called me into the boardroom, full house, 20 old men in suits. He started the speech everybody had been waiting for. After careful consideration, I've decided Ms. Ray's performance has been inadequate. The room went dead silent. Smirks everywhere, cameras rolling for the official record. I stood up slow, let my blazer fall open just enough, every eye on me. Actually, Mr. Bradshaw, I said. Voice, drippin' honey. I think the board needs to see something first. I hit play on my phone, projected to the massive screen behind me. Every text, every photo, every should be gone in 2 weeks message, loud and clear. The room turned to stone. Cole went ghost white. I leaned in close so only he could hear me, lips almost touching his ear, and whispered the words that still make me wet when I remember them. Checkmate, babe. And that handsome was the exact moment the most powerful man in Texas realized he didn't break me. He created a monster. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You just watched a good girl turn into a goddamn legend. Grab something strong, lock the door, and don't you dare blink. The boardroom went up in flames that day. Cole tried to lunge for the phone. Security tackled him before he took 2 steps. The merger collapsed before dessert. Federal investigators were called before sunset. By Monday morning, Cole Bradshaw wasn't the king of Texas oil anymore. He was trending on Twitter with the hashtag #BabeGate. He lost everything in 72 hours. The ranch, the jet, the corner office, even the stupid Longhorns got repossessed. And me? I walked out with a 7-figure severance they begged me to take quietly. A new corner office on the top floor, and the single best parting gift a woman could ask for. Cole on his knees in the empty executive suite at 2 a.m. Voice cracking, begging. Savannah, babe, please, I'll give you anything. Name it. I was wearing the same red dress from my first day, the one that started it all. I circled him slow, heels clicking on marble like gunshots. Anything? I purred. He nodded, desperate, sweat beading on that $1 million hairline. I stopped right in front of him, tilted his chin up with one stiletto so he had to look at me. Then say it loud enough for the security cameras, I whispered. Say the words every man in America is dying to hear right now. His voice broke. I'm sorry, babe. I was wrong. You're the boss now. Please. I smiled, sweet as sin, and leaned down until my lips brushed his ear. Good boy. Then I reached into his jacket, my jacket now, pulled out the last bottle of that Pappy Van Winkle he loved so much, and poured it slow over his head while he knelt there, soaked in. $20-5-1000 bourbon and humiliation. I took a final sip straight from the bottle, let it drip down my chin onto my chest, and looked dead into the camera I knew was rolling. This one's for every woman who was ever called just a secretary. Watch close, boys. This is what happens when you underestimate the wrong babe. I walked out without looking back. 3 months later, I'm 30, single, sitting on a net worth that starts with a 9, and every night some new Texas Titan slides into my D, is begging for the honor of calling me babe. But here's the real climax, the one that still makes my thighs clench when I think about it. Last week I got one unsigned text. Just 6 words. Still think about you every night, babe. Attached was a photo. Cole, alone, in some cheap motel room, shirt unbuttoned, holding the same red stiletto I wore the night I destroyed him. Like a man who knows he'll never touch the real thing again. I stared at that photo for a long time, felt that old heat coil low in my belly, and I smiled the slowest, wickedest smile of my life. Then I blocked the number and ordered a new pair in black patent leather, because some men spend the rest of their lives chasing the woman who broke them. And I just keep walking in higher heels. That's the whole story, handsome. From underestimated assistant to the woman who brought a billionaire to his knees with nothing but a phone full of screenshots and a whole lot of red lipstick. Now you know why they warned you about girls like me. Tell me in the comments, could you handle a woman like Savannah Ray? Be honest, baby, I dare you.